welcome to another episode of
Breaking Down the Deck.
I'm Sarah. You can find me anywhere, Sarah of Horror, and on Moxfield, my decks are up there.
Wow, and my name is Andres. I go by Epic Andres in social media. You can find me anywhere under that name, especially on Moxfield.
Yes. And today we're back with another Halloween spooky deck for you.
Ooh.
And yeah, Andres, do you want to present your commander?
Oh, yeah. I want to do the deck this time. So it's Kardur, the Doomscourge. Legendary creature, Demon Berserker. So, yeah. Reason I actually beat him, I have a Deadpool deck before him. And I really find Deadpool so, I can say a great way, so toxic.
Yeah, it was very powerful, very strong. Everyone
hated it. Everyone hated that deck.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't fun for us.
Exactly.
But it was fun for you.
It was fun for me, but to a certain point, like, oh, this is like really horrible. So I don't want to lose any good cards and have that. So I put Deadpool 1 on the 99 instead. Spoiler, I have Deadpool. But I do want to do a real special take, and I have Prayer before. And Prayer does like a real go shenanigans there. Well, why not do Raptors Go? Make sure the game goes even faster.
Okay, well, let's see what you have in the deck, and let's talk about it afterwards.
Yeah. All right. So, hi again, you beautiful people of the internet. So, this is my deck for Kardur, Doomscourge. I don't know why I did say that, but it sounds so fucking cool. Or in Swedish, Kardur. So for 1 red, 1 black, 2 colorless, it's a 4/3 legendary Demon Berserker. And not only that, I mean, look at this art. I know Karham is like really cool art, but this one special art, chef kiss on that. Come on, people. Well, when it enters the battlefield, into your next turn, creature your opponent's control attack each combat if available. Attack another player other than you, if available. Whenever a creature dies, each opponent loses a life and gain a life. So this is like one code version is gold, but at the same time it's not gold. And it's really fun. I just build him just for fun because the gold mechanic is just spread the damage, go wild, and the game goes much faster. Not only that, I really love the art. Come on! I know I said it, I will say it again. Look at the art. Anyway, so I build him like many people would build Deadpool nowadays, like copy shenanigans. And I do have 2 cards that is really high power. Game changer, you can call it. These 2 are Gamber and Bula Citadel. Gamber is associated for 1 red. Search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, then discard a card at random, then shuffle. So high reward, as we call it in the red community, the red entomb, and Bula Citadel is for 3 black, 3 colorless, legendary artifact. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play the top card of your library. If you cast the spell this way, you may pay life equal its mana commander cost, rather pay its mana cost. So you pay, let's say I will pay a favorite suited out of my library. It will cost 1 life, I'd rather pay the red one. And of course, the last one, sacrifice 10 no-land permanent. Each opponent loses 10 life. We never use that last one because we never get that far with a permanence there. But it's always good to have that in our deck. You never know. So, but I do have to mention this is like a bracket 4 because this deck has a quick combo. I know like a lot of you players know this card already, but it's all around but the two custom mage. Like I said, we build it as a Deadpool deck, so we make a lot of copies, and of course we're gonna have a Duke custom mage. if you, I know I have run it many times when I play this deck. I have the copy cost in my hand and dual cost mage in my hand. I couldn't end the game really faster, but of course I just go for the vibes. I just go for the funds. You don't have to win the game because you have the card in your hand. And I don't know how about you, but I always talk to my part like, hey, I can win this game. I have the code in my hand. Do you want me to end this game, or do you want to do your stuff before? And people are like, no, we can do our stuff. Like, I respect it, and we continue the game. So always be respect you on your part. I'm saying that. But dual cost mage is 2 red, 1 colorless. Is a 2/2 flash human wizard. He's flashy. When dual cost mage enter the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new target of the copy. And of course, the card we copy is the copy spell itself. You run the main big ones: Twin Flame, Hit Shimmer, and Electro Duplicate. And what these do, each do like this, almost the same thing. Electro Duplicate is create a copy of the token, create a token copy of the target creature you control, except if you have haste, and at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice this creature. Hit Shimmer does like the same text here. And Twin Flame have Strive. This Twin Flame costs 1 red and 2 colors more to cast for each creature put on the first target. So you can target more creature, create more copies of it. But the most important is I hold priority. Like say I have Kardur, cast Twin Flame, and I say I hold priority on my own spell and cast dual cost mage from my hand. That means he make a copy of the Twin Flame. So the new copy of the Twin Flame enters and make a copy of dual cost mage. So the new copy of dual cost mage, copy of the original Twin Flame, and that's on I create a lot of dual cost mage with haste, and then I can swing and win the game. So that's why with that combo I would consider this as a bracket 4 deck in my own according. But let's take a closer look with the card itself. So Twin Flame, for 1 red, 1 colorless, is a sorcery. Strive, like I mentioned before, but it also have choose any number of target creature control for each of them. Put a token copy of that creature into the battlefield. That token gains haste, exile them at the beginning of the next end step. And they do like the same thing, except for Electro Duplicate has flashback as well. So really powerful shit here. Really Raptor screw stuff here. It's so great. I love it. And of course, we play 2, actually 3 tutors with the camper itself as well. The Mirror House card. We use the transmute for 2 black, 1 colorless. Discard, search your library for a card for same mana value of this card, reveal it and put it to your hand. Like I said, twin dual cost mage and 2 of the copy spells are 3 costs. So we can search for them, or we can search for something more fun as well. But the Mirror House card is for 3 colorless, 1 black. It's a 2/3 with fear, and of course I can sacrifice a creature to regenerate the Mirror House card, but we only use it for the transmute. The last tutor in our deck is Reckless Handling. It's a sorcery for 1 red, 1 colorless. Search for life artifact, reveal it and put it to your hand. Then shuffle. Then discard a card at random. If the artifact card was discarded this way, Reckless Handling deals 2 damage to each opponent. So maybe not discard the artifact card that we tutor up. Really hope not for that. Yeah. Let's go some more copy shenanigans, because yeah, I told you we do some copies here. So How about the Curse Mirror? It's an artifact for 1 red and 2 colorless. Of course, it's a mana rock. I can add 1 red, but when it enters the battlefield, I have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield into a turn, except it have haste. Of course, I can make a copy of Kardur or go out everything again, because my goal is have this one more as protection for my Kardur, and play this one to make copy of my Kardur. And not only that, we have also Yaxis, the Troublemaker, legendary creature, human warrior, for 3 red and 1. No, for 3 colorless and 1 red is a 2/3. And of course, I have plays for 1 red and 1 colorless. That means I can play her for attack cost, but I have at the end of the step I have to sacrifice her, and I will draw a card for that. But when she out from 1 red, tap it, discard a card, and create a token copy of another target creature I control. It gain haste. When this creature dies, draw a card. And of course, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. And activate this only as a sorcery. More copy of my commander. Make sure we goat. See me goat everyone, so they never attack us again. Mirage Palax. It's a human soldier. It's a 4/4, but heavy cost on the mana. It's double red and a 4 colorless. Soulbound. You may pair this creature with another unpaired creature that either enters the battlefield. They may pair as long as you control both of them. As long Mirage Panax is a pair to another target creature, each of those creatures has a beginning of combat. Create a token copy of this creature, except have haste and lose soulbound. Exile it on the end of combat. So of course, more copy of our commander, because we want to go to everyone each turn when we can't do that. The Lina Wild Mage is a 3/2 for Elf Shaman legendary creature. From 1 red, 3 colorless. And whenever she attack, choose target creature I control and then roll a D20. You know, from D&D. So if I roll between 1 and 14, create a tap and attacking token that is a copy of that creature, except it's not legendary, and it have exiled this creature at the end of combat. And of course, if I roll 50 to 20, create one of those tokens, roll again, so we can make more copies of this one. And of course, we cannot talk about copy without the main man itself, Kiki Mirror Breaker. 3 red, 2 colors is a 2/2 with haste, legendary creature, Goblin Shaman. Create a token copy of target no legendary creature you control, except you have haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning and end step. And of course, we run a lot of other creature that win us the game so much faster. Hand of the Host. It's 4 mana. It's a legendary equipment, equipped with 5. So actually 9 mana to like cast it and equip it. But at the beginning of your combat. At the beginning of your turn, create a token that is a copy of a equipped creature, except it's in legendary. That token gain haste. And not only that, that token stay on the battlefield as well. So if you have like 0 copy of Kardur, and like the last one, attacking creature dies, so that triggers further, more times. Blade of Sleeves is a equipment artifact for 2 mana, and of course, equip cost is 4, but equipped creature has mirrored. So that means whenever it attacks, for each opponent out of the defender player, you may create a token copy of that creature that is tapped in attacking that player or planeswalker they control. Exile the tokens at the end of combat. We don't care because they will disappear, because Kardur is a legendary creature, but the most important thing is we get the trigger, the ETB. I talked about Deathpool at the beginning, so yeah. So why not? We play Deathpool. Not only that he's really good in Rakdos color, I think actually could be one of the greatest Rakdos commander even, if I want to go that far. But Deadpool, the training card, 1 black, 1 red, 2 colorless, is a 5/3. Where Deadpool enter, I may exchange the deck box and another creatures. At the beginning of your upkeep, you will lose 3 lives. Sacrifice this creature. Each opponent draws a card for 3 mana. So he enter, switch text box with another, and not only that, when we have played so many copy stuff here, we get another copy of Deadpool, then so on. So not only that, the copy enter as the original text, so we may trade text again with another one. So it's really good. It's a really good combo, really good flavor, because we wanted the game go fast as well. Talk about the game go fast. This is one of my chef kiss on this deck. Dire Fleet Ravager. It's a 4/4 with Menace and Death Touch. Orc Pirate Wizard. Come on, Orc Pirate Wizard. Could be even better about that. For double black and a 3 mana. When it enters the battlefield, each player loses a third of the life rounded up. What happens if we make a copy of it, like several copies of it? Woo! The game will go faster, especially we have Kardur that goes everyone, Deadpool that annoys everyone. Not only that, we have creatures that rounded down the life. How about rounded down the life even more? Yes, we have Gary in the deck. Grey Merchant Asphodel for double black, 3 mana is a 2/4 zombie. When I enter the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X due to devotion to black. You gain life equal to life lost this way. They lost this way. So it's super great, especially when we can make copy of Gary as well. Well, not only that, one of the biggest bomb we have is Archon of Cruelty. Oof, look at this beautiful art. It's a heavy mana cost. For 6 colorless, double black, is whenever it answer or attack, target opponent sacrifice a creature or planeswalker, discard a card, and lose 3 life. And I draw a card and gain 3 lives. And of course, we want to make copy of it. Why not? More draw power, more shenanigans to opponent, make them cry. And of course, we have one of the really cool gold creature. Bothersome Quincyl is a demon menace. It's a 3/2 for 2 mana and 1 red. Gold creatures your opponent's control can block. It's really good to know that Kardur don't give the creature gold, but so that means they can block. But we do have play other spells that they give the creature gold. The keyword gold actually. But gold creature opponent's control can block. And when I cast a no creature spell, gold target creature opponent's control. We love it. And of course, I wrote the Spanish version of Sad Robots, Solar Simulacrum. 4 mana is a 2/2. When enter the battlefield, I will search for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield tapped, and when it dies, I may draw a card. But of course, we can make copy of it. Draw even more cards, sacrifice it end step, draw cards, let's do that. And how about make multiple copy of Masquerade Worm? How about that? Masquerade Worm is like I said, it's a worm. 6/5 for 3 colorless, 3 black. When it enters the battlefield, creature opponent's control get -2/-2 in the end of turn. And whenever a creature opponent's control dies, that player loses 2 life. See me board wipe. When we make a copy with Bleed as Slaves. We get 2 more Masquerade Worm triggers. I really love it. And of course, how about we take opponent's creatures with Curative Recruiter. It's a 4/3 with 1 red and 4 colorless Orc Pirate. I don't know what the pirates and with the orcs, they're fucking rude in the deck. With the end of another pirates enter the battlefield under my control, gain control of target creature into the end of turn. Untap it. Into the end of turn, that creature gain haste and becomes a pirate the other type. So we steal the pirate and give it back to our player. But it's really good. We may make copy of it as well. And of course, we have one really great, not great, but really cool goat creature here. Aggregator Ant. It's a 2/2 from 1 red to 2 colorless. At the beginning of your end step, each player may put 2+1/+1 counter on target creature to control. Goat, each creature that have counters put in this way. It's a really great way, like, politics you on your way out, like, oh, come on, put 2 counter, but don't attack me. And of course, we have Combat Celebrant. Combat Celebrant, when we make combat, is dangerous. I think actually it could be one great win comes in the deck as well. It's a 4/1 human warrior for 1 red and 2 colorless. If Combat Celebrant has been exiled this turn, you may exile it when it attack. When you do, untap all other creature control, and after this phase, it's an additional combat phase. So, you see? And of course, we have Frontier Warmonger. It's a 4/4 human warrior for 3 colorless, 1 red. Whenever 1 or more creature attack one of your opponents or planeswalker they control, those creatures get menace into the end of turn. Because we want to make sure the life total goes down as soon as possible. And of course, talking about more gold mechanics, we run these 2 beautiful cards here. Spectacle Showdown. It's a sorcery for 1 red, 1 colorless. Put a double strike counter on target creature, then goat. Each creature that have a double strike counter put on this way. And of course, it have an overload cost for 3 red and 4 colorless. That means all creatures my opponents control get a double strike counter, and they goat. Disrupt the room. It's a sorcery for 2 red, 2 colorless. Goat all creatures you don't control. Easy peasy, just like that. And of course, we do run. Talk about big sorcery here. Blasphemy Act. For 1 red and 8 colorless, this sorcery costs 1 less for each creature on the battlefield. When it does, it is third time to each creature. Great board wipe. From 1 mana, we play it for 1 mana. But of course, we have like semi-goat, how can I say, triggers that annoy our opponents even more. So we have the Conjurer Closet. Oh, it's so good. This card is like really MVP. It's like a blink effect. For 5 mana, it's an artifact. At the beginning of your end state, you may exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under our controls. We can swing with Kardur, play this one, go to our end state, blink it, come back again, and it be once again. Not only that, we can do it like several times with a sad robot, with a masquerade worm and stuff like that. So we always get some value with our creature here. So it be triggers with this one, always so good. And of course, when they try to kill our commander, or masquerade worm, or Deadpool, whatever it is, if we want, we can play Supernatural Stamina. Is 1 black insta into end of turn. Target creature get +1, +2, +0, and gains. Whenever this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under control. So I really like that. Haha, you sucker. And of course, we do run like 2 really great enchantments that just annoy our opponents even more. Leyline of the Void is the first one. Double black, 2 colorless. When if there's my opening hand, I may begin the game on the battlefield. So without paying the mana cost, just put it on the battlefield. Whenever a card is put to the opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. So it's a really great graveyard hate. Meat Hoot Massacre 2. 4 black and XX. Enter the battlefield. Each player sacrifices X creature. Whenever a creature you control dies, you may pay 3 life. If I do, return that creature under your control with a finality counter. It's a great way to have Kardur return to us once again. And of course, it's a board wipe. Whenever a creature opponent control dies, they may pay 3 life. If they don't, return that creature card to my control with a finality counter. So not only that, I take the creature as well. Not only that, if you don't want to have me that creature, they will pay 3 life. It's really good because we want to have them like drain lives as soon as possible. But yeah, let's go some card draw. And you know I love to do some card draw. This time it's really poor because I'm leaving myself because first time when I tried this deck, I realized I have so much draw power and really find all my combo pieces really fast and like it's not feel so fun there. So I limit to 4 this time. So but why not? Faceless Looting. From 1 red is a sorcery, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. And of course I have Flashback, 1 red and 2 colorless. Plumb to Forbidden. For 1 black, 1 color is an insta. Additional cost this spell, it may sacrifice 1 or more creature. If you do, copy this spell for each creature sacrifice this way. I may draw a card and lose a life. It's really good when we take the commander from them or other creatures that our opponents control. Deadly Dispute. For 1 mana and 1 colorless insta. Additional cost this spell, sacrifice an artifact or a creature. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. And the last one is an insta for 1 black, Village Rites. Additional to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. So of course, like I told you, like the pirate orc that steal our creature. After that, we steal them. We swing with them. They take some damage, hopefully, and we sacrifice them in order to draw some more cards. And of course, we're gonna have some removal spells. I mean, come on. And I really have run a really lot of big package of removal spells here. I think it's like 14 cards that is removal spells in this one. So let's start. 13 cards because I just saw Soil Half here. Soil Half is not a removal spell, but could be a removal spells because Soil Half is so great. And I understand why people play in CDH. Soil Half is an insta for 1 black and 2 colorless to destroy target creature. If that creature could draw this die this way, its controller will create two tokens copies of that creature, except the power is half of the power is half of the creature's power, and the toughness is half of that creature's toughness. Round up each time. So it's really good way. Like they're gonna kill single target or creature. We play it in response. And create 2 copy, 2 Gary sounds good, right? Or 2 Masker Worm. How about 2 Archon of Cruelty? How about 2 Archon of Cruelty? Or how about 2 Direfleet Ravager? You know, the pirate orc I told you about, like each player have to lose their life rounded up. So it will go fast games. But this is a Japanese Terminate. Terminate is an insta for 1 black, 1 red. Destroy target creature. It cannot be generated. Go for the Throat insta for 1 black, 1 colorless. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Backlash is really good. We actually won with this card. 1 red, 1 black, 1 colorless. Tap target untapped creature. Its creature deals damage equal to the power to its controller. So silly card, I love it. Dead Relic. One black, 3 colorless. If I control my command, I may play it without its mana cost. Exile target creature. And of course with the tap pool. Woo! T-Boss Tricky, I count it as remove a spell because it costs 1 card to remove 1 card. T-Boss Tricky is a instant for 1 red, 1 colorless. Counter target spell, then choose 1, 2, or 3 at random. If controller means that many cards, then exile the top cards in the library into the exile a non-land card with different name rather than spell. They may cast without paying mana cost. They may put the exile card at the bottom. They may put the exile cards on the bottom of the library at random order. So it's really good, like counter magic. Red. Lightning Bolt, old gold-fashioned Lightning Bolt to deal 3 damage to target creature or player with a 1 red. Insta. Bitter Trump is an insta for 1 black and 1 colorless. In addition to cast this spell, discard a card or play 3 life, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Abrade is an insta for 1 red, 1 colorless. Choose 1, deal 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. Fatus Bush. Oh, we love this card in standard. When it was in standard. 1 black, insta, destroy target creature with mana covenant, if it has mana covenant 2 or less, or has revolt. To destroy target creature we have mana covenant 4 or less is a permanent I control, leave the battlefield. Like I say, we play tokens that leave our battlefield, so revolt triggers. Unlicensed Discretion. I really appreciate that name. I'm really sorry about that. 1 red, 1 black, 1 colorless. Destroy target creature, face an insta. If I control an artifact, it deals 3 damage to that creature's controller as well. I actually played this more for the backside as a land, but Centering Eruption is a sorcery. Destroy target land. Its controller may search the library for a basic land and put it to the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. It's a single land removal, but like I said, we always play it with the backside, because on the backside it is actually a land that enters tapped unless I pay 3 life. Vanderblast is a sorcery for 1 red, destroy target artifact I don't control, or have overload cost for 4 colorless and 1 red, destroy all artifacts my opponent's control. Feed the Swarm. It's 1 black, 1 colorless sorcery. Destroy target creature or enchantment upon the control. You lose life equal that permanent mana value. It's a really good way to remove enchantments. Alright, let's go to my thickest one. And of course, as you can guess, this is my RAM package and land package. So let's do this real fast. Ownership of Paradise is a 0/2 artifact creature flying at 1 mana for any color. Good ownership without green. Rakdos Signet is a 2 mana artifact. For 1 mana tap it, I can have the Rakdos colors in my mana pool. Soaring! I love it, the Soaring here. Tap it for add 2 colorless. For a challenge. Multi-kicker for 2. Enter the battlefield for each charge counter. I charge counter for each time I will kick it. And of course, I can tap for 1 color for each charge counter on it. Fellowstone. Fellowstone is a 2 mana artifact. I can add 1 mana of any color that land my opponents could produce. Sphere of Suns. This is really cheap budget, but it's doing stuff. Enter the battlefield with 3 charge counter on it. Then I can tap, remove a charge counter, add 1 mana of any color in my mana pool. Mindstone. Add 1 colorless, or I can tap it for 1 mana, sacrifice it to draw a card. Talisman of Ignitions. I think I said it right. For 2 mana, it's an artifact. I can add 1 colorless, or I can pay 1 life to add 1 black or a red in my mana pool. Arcane Signet. For 2 mana, I can add for 1 mana for my color identity, my commander color identity. Dark Wizard. You have no maximum hand size for 2 mana. It's an artifact, and I can add 1 colorless. Warm Power Stone. For 3 mana, it's an artifact, and it's battlefield tapped, Soul Ring at home, but I can add 2 colorless. Disparate Ritual is an insta for 1 red. I can add 3 mana on my mana pool. It's a really great way, like, have explosive start to create have my Archon early on, like I said. Pyrrhic Ritual for 1 red, 1 colorless, add 3 mana on my mana pool. Curse of Opponents. It's so funny, this one. From 1 red, I can curse a player, enchant a player. I can call it a curse a player. Whenever that player is attacked, create a colorless artifact token named Gold. You have the text, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana any color due to your mana bar. Each opponent that attacks that player does the same thing. Like, I give it to Sarah, and they may say, I give this curse Sarah with this one. Then we have David as a player next to me, attacking Sarah the turn after. So he get a goal, and I get a goal, and Sarah get nothing. So it's like super mean way to get fast mana. Shining Impetus. 1 red, 2 colors is an aura, enchant creature. Enchant creature has +2/+2 and is goaded. Whenever enchant creature attacks, you create a treasure token. So I see it more like a ram, that gold mechanic actually, but still great. Now we enter to the land territory here. Oof. Smothering Marsh is a swamp mountain. I can add 1 red, 1 black, and to the battlefield unless I control 2 or more basic lands. Canyon Slot. And to battlefield tap, or I can cycle for 2. And of course I can add for 1 black and 1 red. Dragonscar Summit is a land. You can see, no have the text the swamp or the mountain here. And the battlefield tab unless I control a swamp or a mountain. And of course I can add it for Rakdos color. Rakdos Canarium. And the battlefield tapped. When it enters, I may return a target land to my card. And of course when I tap it, I get both red and a black in my mana pool. Super great card. Super great card. And of course we have Temper of Malice. And the battlefield tapped, and when I enter I may scry for 1. And of course when I tap it for mana, I can tap it for a red and a black. So great. And how about some more mana fixing? How about Exotic Orcan? Land can add for 1 mana of a land time my opponent could produce. Creature Spire. I wish more people played this card because it's so great with mana fixing when you play 2 colors commanders. When I enter battlefield tap, and of course I can add 1 mana either of the circle color. And of course when I create attack, I circle the colors. So I do should have circled the black and the red here, but I think people can see them from my commanders here. Path to Endlessly. Enter battlefield tapped. But I can add 1 mana of any color of my commander's entity. With this mana spent as a creature that shares that mana type, with my commander, I may scry 1. Forbidden Orchard. It is so great card because I give spirits to my to my opponents, and they have it become coded. Yeah, I can add 1 mana of mine, 1 color of any of my mana pool. But when I tap this land, my opponent creates a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. Command Tower. Add 1 mana of any color of my commander's entity. Mirror Landscape. Enter battlefield tapped. I can add 1 colorless, or for 2 mana, tap, sacrifice it, search my library for 2 basic lands, the share the land type, put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Terrible Expanse. Sacrifice it. Tap, sacrifice it, search my library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Blinkmoon Nexus is a land for colorless, or for 1 mana, it becomes a 1/1 artifact creature with flying in the end of turn. It's just a land. Or for 1 mana, tap, Blinkmoon Nexus creature, target Blinkmoon Nexus creature get +1/+1 in the end of turn, so I can pump 1 creature up. Gear Gear Reach Sanitary is a legendary land at 1 colorless, or for 2 mana, I can each player draws a card, then discard a card. Rogue Passage. This card is super great when you special display code mechanic here, because you can like, oh, you try to attack that person here. You know what? I can help you. I can make sure your creature stays alive, and you do the damage on that opponent. So it's a really great way to politics your way out from the situation there. But for enter the battlefield, I can tap 1 colorless, or for 4 mana, tap it. Target creature cannot be blocked this turn. Scavenger Grounds. It's a land, it's a desert. At 1 colorless in your mana pool, or for 2 mana, tap, sacrifice it, exile all cards from all graveyards. Sandstorm Verge. 1 colorless. For 3 mana, target creature cannot block this turn. Activate this only as a sorcery. It's a great way, like Rogue Passage at home, but only for our turn. Crystal Vein is a land at 1 colorless, or I can sacrifice it, tap, sacrifice it, add 2 colors to my mana pool. Feel a Ruin. Add 1 mana to my mana, colorless mana to my mana pool, or for 2 mana, I can tap, sacrifice it, destroy target no basic land opponent control. Each player may search the library for a basic land, put it in the battlefield, then shuffle. They don't enter tapped as well. That's really good to know. Evoning Wise, sacrifice it, search your library for a basic land, put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. And of course, Bojuka Bog. Come on, it's Rakdos. People, it's Rakdos. Enter the battlefield tapped. When I enter the battlefield, exile all cards from a target player's graveyard. Barbarian Ring is a land. I can add 1 red. When it does, it do 1 damage to me. And of course, I have Threshold. For 1 red, sacrifice this land, Barbarian Ring. It deals 2 damage to any target. Activate this only if 7 or more cards in my graveyard. And of course, we run 4 swamps and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mountains. So yeah, that was my Kardur Doomscourge. So yeah, back to the studio.
Wow, okay, that's a lot of goading and and what was that? Goading. So I mean, you have so many like that Conjurer's Closet where you can blink Kardur and just goad everything all over again. That's really effectful.
Whoopsie.
It's so powerful.
Whoopsie. And of course, I built my deck not be like main focus on the commander. I wanted to have my the rest of the 99 can manage to stand on his own without his commander.
Yeah, if we manage to kill your commander, counter your commander, whatever.
Well, when I several times, it could become so expensive to cast him out. Yeah. So of course, I have like Deathboar or other cards like fast run the game so much faster, like the Tire Fleet Captain is so great card. I think it's like almost like one of my secret cards in this deck because it goes
not so secret
anymore. Yeah, of course not. But when I play him, the whole game changes so fast because otherwise, like people is down to single-digit life. Or like 10 life or 12 life or 11 life. So low life, people are, I need to have blockers. Then I like cast a Kardur or a code mechanic, like sorcery, something like that, and make sure like, oh no, I cannot block anymore because I have to attack in now.
And not only that, imagine you don't have Kardur or anything, but you have the Conjurer's Closet, you bring in Gary.
Oh yeah.
Then you can blink Gary.
Gary.
And I mean, you can do that until we die.
Exactly.
Yeah. So one small Gary is all it takes.
It's all it takes. So yeah, I really love this deck because one is gold. Make sure the game goes faster. Not only that, it disrupt the game mechanic from a lot of people. Like, I want to play passive. I want to play control. I want to do something. Like, no, you go with me, brother.
Yeah, and you also have that card where everyone's life is. Take like a third of the life is
including
yours.
Yeah.
So that just makes the game go even faster.
Exactly. So I really love the card because the downcut so much life, and you accelerate the game so much faster as well. The Arkham is like cream there as well.
Yeah. Once again, if you blink, it's... oh, yeah.
So,
no, but
yeah.
very powerful deck. Very strong. And yeah, very fit for Halloween.
Oh, exactly.
Because you will play that commander in our upcoming Halloween gameplay
I
video.
would do that. So I really hope for the best. Everything goes well in that video. You can see I'm really prepare myself to play the maximum gold creature here. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Not only that, I really hope you enjoy gold mechanic as well. So
yeah, let us know. How do you feel about gold?
How do you feel about gold
decks or
I have 2 gold. I have Breen now. I also have Kardur as in Rakdos, but do you have any more gold commanders that are different colors that let me know? I want to know.
Of course.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like and of course subscribe to show us your support and to let us know that you want us to do more deck tech videos.
Yeah, not only that, if you have the money and you have the time, support us well in Patreon. It will help us so much to improve our equipment in this tiny studio.
Yes, and we actually have a few posts there already.
Oh, can you imagine that?
But yeah, of course, thank you all so much
Thank
for
you
watching.
so much for watching, and I really hope you have a nice spooky Halloween.
Yes, we'll see you in the next one.
Boo.
Bye.